The dawn on Terra rose with a soft golden light that touched every tower of the great city. The sky was still, and the air felt heavy with purpose. In the heart of a quiet district lived a young man named Aaron, a person known for calm thoughts and a steady way of speaking. Aaron never imagined his life would change in a single morning. He believed his days would pass in simple work, quiet duty, and the comfort of familiar streets. That belief shifted the moment a group of robed attendants arrived at his home. They wore long white robes marked with gentle symbols of the Imperium. Their faces were calm. They did not bring fear. Instead, they brought a peaceful sense that something much larger than Aaron was unfolding. The leader stepped forward and bowed slightly. His voice was soft as he said that Aaron had been selected for a sacred journey, a journey known only to a few chosen souls across the world. Aaron listened with wide eyes. He felt his heart move in a slow, steady rhythm, not in fear but in wonder. He had heard stories about those who were selected for the Emperor's light. No one spoke of trouble or harm. They spoke of deep visions, great understanding, and becoming part of the endless duty of humanity. Some believed the chosen ones became a voice within the Emperor's eternal mind, helping guide millions. Others believed they became a stream of light that strengthened the Astronomicon, the great beacon that helped vessels across the stars. No matter the belief, every version carried honor. Arin, unsure of his own worth, whispered that there must be someone better, someone wiser, someone with more knowledge. The robed leader shook his head kindly. The selection was not based on strength or study. It came from the Emperor's own quiet call, a call that only the attendants could sense. They felt that call in Aaron. They believed it fully. Aaron stood still for a long moment. His thoughts drifted to his family and neighbors. He wondered if they would understand. Yet something warm stirred in his chest. It was a soft, glowing feeling, like the first touch of sunlight after cold night. He realized he wanted to honor the Emperor in the best way he could, even if he did not fully understand the path ahead. With a slow breath he nodded. The attendants guided him into a tall transport craft that rose from the ground with a hum. Through the open window, Aaron saw the city stretch below him. Roads twisted between enormous buildings. Tiny moving figures walked in busy patterns. Terror was alive in every corner. As the craft moved higher, Aaron felt as if the weight of the world was lifting from his shoulders. This was no normal day. This was the start of something only a few ever experienced. The flight took him toward the great palace, a shining structure that covered the horizon like a golden mountain. When the craft landed, Aaron stepped onto wide steps made of smooth stone. Ahead stood the Hall of Light, where all chosen ones began their sacred journey. The entrance glowed softly, as if the walls breathed with gentle energy. Aaron's heart beat faster, yet the beat was steady, not unbalanced. He felt guided inside the hall. Every sound turned quiet. The air felt warm, as if the sunlight existed indoors. Tall pillars lined the path forward. Between them stood figures in white and gold robes, each holding a lantern that glowed with a calm, steady light. They watched Aaron with peaceful faces. There was no judgment in their expressions, only welcome. A guide named Siren approached. She spoke with a soft voice and warm eyes. She explained that Aaron's journey would begin with understanding. Before he stepped into the deeper chambers, he needed to learn what it meant to walk toward the Emperor in spirit. She escorted him into a round room filled with gentle blue light. The room had no corners. The walls were smooth and curved. The air felt still, almost sacred. Siren invited Aaron to sit on a wide cushion in the center. She sat across from him and placed her hands on her knees in a calm posture. She began to speak of the Emperor, not in the way warriors spoke, not in the way scholars debated, but in a way that felt personal and warm. She described the Emperor as a guiding presence that never faded, a mind that listened to every hope and every fear, a light that wished for humanity to stand united. Aaron listened closely. The words did not feel like lessons. They felt like gentle truths he had always known but never spoken. Siren said that those chosen were not taken away from life. They were invited into a deeper kind of life, one that connected them to millions of souls. It was a life of purpose and clarity. Aaron asked how someone as simple as him could be part of something so large. Siren smiled and said that simplicity was not weakness. Simplicity was pure. It allowed the Emperor's call to reach the heart without obstruction. After the lesson, Siren guided him to another chamber. This one was bright, almost white. A circle of silver panels surrounded the center space. In the center stood a low platform. Siren explained that Aaron would stand on the platform and open his thoughts. The chamber would sense his state of mind and prepare him for the next step. It was not a test. It was a harmony ritual to align the heart and the spirit. Aaron stepped onto the platform. The panels around him lit up with soft colors. Threads of warm light formed patterns in the air. They moved slowly like calm water. Aaron felt a gentle pressure in his chest, then a release. His mind felt clear. The light responded to his calmness by growing brighter. Siren nodded in approval. She told him the chamber recognized a balanced spirit. Aaron felt a quiet pride. For the first time he believed the attendants were right. Maybe he truly had been called. When the ritual ended, Siren led him into a long corridor. The floor glowed faintly under each step. At the end of the corridor stood a tall door made of gold and crystal. Behind it lay the path of insight, the first deep stage of the Chosen One's journey. Aaron paused before it. His breathing slowed. He felt both curious and humbled. Serene placed a hand on his shoulder and told him he was ready. Aaron reached forward and touched the door. It opened without sound. A wave of warm air touched his face. Inside, he saw a vast hall filled with floating lights. The lights drifted like stars. Aaron took his first step into the hall. As the door closed behind him, a sense of destiny and peace settled over him. He did not know what the visions would show. He did not know what lessons waited. But he knew this was where he was meant to be. His journey toward the Emperor had begun. Aaron stepped carefully into the vast hall, feeling as if he had walked into the quiet space between stars. The floating lights moved in slow patterns above him. Some glowed soft gold. Others shone warm blue. None were harsh. None flickered in a rushed way. Everything here carried a patient rhythm, almost like a peaceful heartbeat that filled the entire chamber. The air felt warm around Aaron's shoulders. His steps made no sound on the smooth floor. He tried to understand where the lights came from, but the hall was too large to see its end. The ceiling rose far above, fading into gentle brightness. Aaron realized that this place was built not for decoration but for guiding the mind into a deeper calm. As he walked farther, one of the lights drifted down in front of him. It hovered at eye level, glowing soft gold. Aaron stopped and waited. The light responded by opening into a smooth swirl of color. Shapes appeared inside the swirl. At first they looked like mist, then they grew clearer. Aaron saw fields stretching beneath a bright sky. He saw people working together, lifting heavy beams and forming bridges. There was no struggle in their actions, only unity. A warm voice echoed gently in the hall. Aaron did not see anyone speaking, yet the voice felt close. This is the memory of harmony. It belongs to humanity. You must understand unity before you walk deeper. Aaron breathed in slowly. He watched the figures in the vision. They were men and women of different worlds, different shapes and colors, working in perfect rhythm. Their hands moved with steady trust in one another. No one shouted. No one argued. They simply created together. The voice continued, saying that unity was not born from order or fear. It was born from shared purpose. It was born from understanding. Aaron felt a warm pressure in his chest as he watched. Something in the vision reminded him of his own home district. He remembered people sweeping streets together after storms. He remembered neighbors sharing food during cold seasons. He realized those simple acts were part of the same harmony, even if smaller in scale. The vision faded, and the golden light drifted upward again. Aaron continued walking. More lights descended, each showing different visions. One showed a group of explorers standing on unknown soil with hopeful eyes. Another showed healers surrounding a person in pain, giving comfort without fear. Another showed teachers guiding young minds with patient gestures. Each vision carried the same message. Humanity was strongest when hearts were calm and united in purpose. Aaron felt those truths settle gently inside him, forming a peaceful foundation for the journey ahead. Farther along the hall, Aaron noticed a silver platform rising from the floor. It had smooth sides and a flat top that gave off a faint glow. As he approached, the air around him stirred in a soft, warm current. A new voice filled the chamber. This voice sounded older and deeper, yet still gentle. Step forward, share your truth, and the hall will show your next path. Aaron stood in front of the platform. He placed his hands on its cool surface. The glow brightened slightly. The hall grew very still. As if listening, Aaron closed his eyes and let his thoughts flow in slow patterns. He thought of his family. He thought of simple days filled with work. He thought of his doubts. He thought of the moment he was chosen. All those thoughts floated gently through his mind. The platform accepted his thoughts. Light spread around his feet in a slow circle. It did not flash or pulse. It expanded like calm water reaching outward. The voice spoke again. Your heart holds humility. Your mind holds clarity. Your spirit holds quiet strength. These are the qualities needed for the path ahead. Aaron opened his eyes. A new doorway appeared at the far end of the hall. It was not present before. Its frame glowed with blue lines shaped like flowing rivers. Aaron walked toward it, feeling both grounded and uplifted at the same time. When he reached the doorway, he stepped through without hesitation. He entered a smaller chamber filled with gentle white fog. The fog did not hide the room. Instead, it made everything look soft, as if wrapped in calm light. In the center sat an attendant wearing robes of soft silver. The attendant looked older than Saren and carried a peaceful expression. The attendant introduced himself as Laron, guide of the second stage. He invited Aaron to sit across from him on a low cushion. When Aaron sat, the fog parted around them in a gentle spiral. Laron explained that Aaron had passed the Hall of Insight because he had shown an open heart. The next stage was deeper. It involved facing one's inner thoughts with complete honesty. Liren said the mind could be loud when a person walked toward great purpose. Doubts, worries, and hidden fears could rise in unexpected ways. The goal of this stage was not to remove those thoughts but to understand them. Aaron nodded slowly. He felt ready, though he did not fully know what he would face. Liren placed a smooth crystal sphere between them. Inside the sphere, soft light swirled in steady motions. Liren told him to place his hands on the sphere and breathe slowly. Eren obeyed. The sphere warmed under his touch. The white fog around them began to shine with faint colors. Then a vision appeared. This time, it was not a memory of humanity. It was a reflection of Eren himself. He saw a younger version of himself sitting beside a window, wondering why he was not stronger or more important. He saw moments where he doubted his own worth. He saw times when he felt unnoticed. Eren felt a small ache in his chest, not painful but deep. Eren's voice came softly. These thoughts do not weaken you. They are part of your truth. Accept them without fear. Eren watched the vision calmly. He realized that his doubts had shaped his kindness. They had helped him listen to others. They had made him gentle in his speech. They had helped form the person the attendants had chosen. By understanding this, he felt lighter. The vision shifted. Now he saw himself walking through his district, helping a neighbor lift heavy crates, comforting a child who had dropped a basket, cleaning a walkway after rainfall. He had never seen these moments as important, but the sphere showed them with warm light. Laron explained that small acts built the spirit just as surely as great deeds. Eren breathed in deeply. He understood that his journey was not about proving greatness. It was about offering the calm truth of his spirit to the Emperor's light. This understanding settled inside him like a gentle anchor. The fog lifted slowly, revealing the full room again. Lyra nodded in approval. He said Eren had completed the second stage. Ahead lay the Chamber of Alignment, where his spirit would be prepared for direct communion with the Emperor's light. Laron stood and guided him to another doorway as Eren stepped forward. He felt no fear, only steady purpose. He felt ready to continue, ready to walk deeper, ready to lift his spirit toward the golden presence waiting beyond the chambers of the palace. His path was clear, and the journey was only beginning. Eren stepped into a long corridor that glowed with warm golden light. The air felt peaceful, almost as if it welcomed him with soft hands. Liren walked beside him for several steps, then stopped near a gentle archway. He told Eren that the next part of the journey he must walk alone. The Chamber of Alignment was a sacred place. Only the Chosen One could enter. Liren gave a small bow of respect. Eren returned it with a calm nod. Eren continued through the archway. The corridor opened into a round chamber larger than any he had seen before. The floor was smooth and pale, almost like quiet stone from an untouched world. Thin lines of light ran across it in graceful curves. The walls rose high in a steady circle. At the top was a wide opening where sunlight poured down like a golden river. The sunlight looked soft but bright enough to fill the whole chamber. In the center stood a raised platform shaped like a gentle spiral. It reminded Eren of water turning slowly around a calm pool. The edges glowed softly. As he approached, he felt a warm touch across his skin, light as a breeze. It made his heart feel steady and clear. A voice rose from above, warm and deep, neither male nor female, but peaceful and balanced. It spoke with quiet strength. Welcome, Eren. This chamber will prepare your spirit for the path ahead. Stand upon the spiral and open your heart. Eren climbed to the platform. Each step brought a stronger sense of calm. When he reached the center, he placed his feet on a circle of faint golden lines. The moment he stood still, the chamber responded. Light flowed outward from the floor, rising in smooth waves around him. None of the light felt harsh. It wrapped around him like a gentle cloak. The voice continued speaking. Your spirit must align with purpose, clarity, and truth. You have walked the hall of insight. You have faced your inner thoughts. Now you must allow the Emperor's light to harmonize with your heart. Eren closed his eyes. He breathed slowly. The warm air entered his lungs and left in smooth rhythm. The light around him grew brighter, yet still gentle. It rose in soft shapes, forming patterns like winding streams. One stream wrapped around his left arm, another around his right. Another rested over his chest. None of them touched him directly, yet he felt their presence deeply. The patterns shifted. Scenes appeared within the light. At first, Eren saw simple shapes. Then they grew clearer. He saw vast starfields stretching to the horizon. He saw giant ships moving with calm power. He saw distant worlds glowing with soft colors. These images did not frighten him. Instead, they filled him with a sense of belonging. He realized that humanity did not end at Terra, it extended far across the stars. Every person, no matter where they lived, carried a small part of the same great purpose. The voice spoke again. The Emperor sees the spirit of every soul that walks under his light. He guides without force. He listens without judgment. You walk toward him in peace. Let your spirit open. Eren felt something shift inside him. It was not sharp or sudden. It was like a door gently moving on its hinges. A soft warmth spread from his chest to his shoulders, down his arms, and into his hands. The warmth settled in his spine. Then it rose to his mind, quiet and steady. Another pattern of light formed. This time, the vision showed Terra from above. Aaron saw the city he had lived in. He saw the streets he used to walk. He saw the houses where neighbors shared simple moments. He felt affection rise gently in his heart. The vision drifted outward. More lands appeared. Oceans glistened. Mountains glowed under sunlight. Arin understood the message. He was not leaving these places behind. He was carrying their calm truths with him into the next stage. The light moved again. Now it showed people across many worlds. Workers lifting great beams. Children running through learning halls. Pilots guiding vessels through quiet skies. Medics caring for patients with gentle hands. None of the scenes carried fear. They carried effort, purpose, and shared hope. Aaron felt a soft pull inside his mind. It was not forceful. It was an invitation. The chamber seemed to ask him to offer something of himself. Aaron focused. He shared his memories of helping neighbors, of comforting others, of listening patiently. He shared his quiet dreams of harmony. He shared his simple desire to be useful. The chamber responded. The light around him brightened. The warm waves settled deeper within him. The voice spoke clearly. Your spirit is aligned. Your purpose is steady. You are ready for the chamber of communion. The light began to lower slowly. The patterns drifted apart in peaceful motion. The warmth remained inside Aaron, not fading but settling. He opened his eyes. The chamber looked different now. The sunlight from above felt brighter. The floor glowed with deeper color. It felt alive. A new doorway appeared on the far side of the chamber. It looked like a tall oval made of soft silver light. Aaron walked toward it. When he reached the edge, he paused. He felt no fear. Instead, he felt a steady pull, gentle and warm, leading him forward. As soon as he stepped through, he entered another corridor. This one felt cooler, not cold, but refreshing. Blue lights glowed along the walls. The floor felt smooth under his feet. Each step echoed softly, creating a calm rhythm. At the end of the corridor stood an attendant in robes of deep gold. The attendant had a peaceful face and eyes that held quiet wisdom. He introduced himself as Marin, guide of the final path. Marin bowed to Aaron. He said that very few reached this stage. Those who did carried spirits ready to touch the Emperor's presence with peace and clarity. Marin explained that the Chamber of Communion was the heart of the journey. Inside it, the chosen soul would be connected to the Emperor's light through vision and spirit. This communion was not physical. It was not fearful. It was like stepping into a warm sunrise and letting it fill the heart. Marin asked Aaron if he felt ready. Aaron nodded with steady confidence. Marin gave a small smile, pleased by the calm strength he saw. Marin led him to a round door made of pure white light. The edges shimmered softly. The air near the door felt warm, almost like standing near gentle sunlight. Marin stepped aside and bowed again. Beyond this doorway lies the Chamber of Communion. Step forward with peace. You carry truth in your heart. Aaron placed his hand on the glowing surface. It opened without sound. A wave of warm air drifted out. Beyond the door, golden light filled the space like a rising sun. Aaron took a slow breath. His heart felt steady. His steps were calm as he crossed the threshold and entered the chamber where the Emperor's light waited to meet his spirit, while his journey moved into its deepest stage. Aaron stepped into the Chamber of Communion and felt the air change the moment his foot touched the glowing floor. The chamber was shaped like a perfect circle, wider than any he had seen before. Golden light filled the space from wall to wall, yet it did not shine in a sharp way. It wrapped the room like warm morning sunlight. The walls curved upward toward a smooth dome above. In the center of the dome shone a steady white glow that seemed to breathe in quiet harmony. The floor beneath Aaron's feet felt warm, almost alive. Soft patterns of gold shifted under him. Every line flowed gently toward a raised platform at the center of the chamber. The platform looked like a small circle of silver and gold woven together. Its glow pulsed in a slow rhythm, like a calm heartbeat calling him forward. Aaron walked toward it. Each step seemed to lift a layer of worry from his mind. The path felt peaceful. It felt natural. When he reached the platform, he placed one hand on the smooth surface. The chamber responded. The golden light around him brightened a little, and a soft tone echoed gently across the dome. Like the sound of distant wind chimes, a warm voice filled the chamber. It was the same voice that had guided him in the Chamber of Alignment, though it sounded closer now, almost as if it stood beside him. Aaron, you walk with a spirit prepared for communion. The Emperor's light will meet you as warmth and vision. Open your heart to the truth and let your spirit rise. Aaron stepped onto the platform. At once, the floor glowed brighter. The golden patterns rose from the ground and formed a gentle circle around him. The air shimmered. A calm wave of warmth moved through his chest. His vision blurred for only a moment, then cleared into something far greater than the chamber around him. The light expanded into a vast sky of gold. There was no ceiling now, no walls, no chamber. Aaron stood in an endless field of soft golden light that stretched in all directions. The ground beneath his feet felt steady, yet he could not see any floor. It was as if he stood on calm radiance itself. A figure began to form in the distance. It was not a body of flesh. It was a shape made of pure light. The glow flowed gently around it, forming long outlines that rose tall and strong. It carried calm strength in every movement. It felt ancient yet kind, powerful yet peaceful. It was not the Emperor's physical form but a symbolic presence shaped for the spirit. Aaron felt no fear. A soft warmth filled his chest, rising to his eyes and then to his hands. He knew he was standing within the edge of the Emperor's light, the gentle reflection that reached the chosen ones. The presence spoke. The voice carried a deep calm, like a warm breeze rolling through a quiet valley. Aaron, child of terror, you have walked with humility, purpose, and truth. Your spirit has shown calm strength. Your heart has chosen harmony. You stand here because you were ready. Aaron bowed his head. He felt the warmth circle him in gentle movements. He spoke with a steady voice. I wish to serve. I wish to be part of your light. I wish to help guide others. The presence responded with a soft glow that rose around Aaron like golden mist. Service is not a burden. It is a joining of purpose. You will not leave yourself behind. You will carry your truth into the light. Your calm spirit will become part of the harmony that guides humanity across the stars. Aaron felt the light deepen around him. Visions began to form. They were not like the earlier visions in the Hall of Insight. These visions came with a sense of shared understanding, as if the light offered him glimpses of thoughts beyond his own. He saw distant fleets moving across space, guided by a beacon of pure radiance. He saw travelers who looked lost until the light reached them. He saw great halls where people searched for hope, and the light brought clarity to their hearts. Aaron understood that the chosen ones became small streams feeding into a great river of guidance. Their spirits did not disappear. They joined the Emperor's light in a way that allowed them to help billions. Aaron's heart grew warm with quiet pride, not pride for himself but pride for the purpose he was being given. The presence stepped closer. The glow brightened, though it never harmed Aaron's eyes. The voice spoke again. Softer this time, your spirit will join the harmony of the astral. You will strengthen the pathway for those who travel between the stars. You will guide the lost. You will steady the hearts of those who doubt. This is your purpose. Aaron closed his eyes. He accepted the truth with calm certainty. The warmth in the chamber rose gently. It wrapped around him like soft sunlight. His mind felt lighter. His thoughts slowed and opened. The golden field shifted into a new vision. He saw his home district again. He saw the simple streets. He saw his neighbors carrying tools and speaking with calm words. He saw himself among them, lifting crates and sweeping after rain. The scene glowed with soft gold. The presence spoke. Your kindness shaped your spirit. Your patience prepared your heart. You walk forward not because of grand deeds but because of quiet truth. Aaron felt gratitude rise within him. He whispered a simple thank you. The golden vision faded. A new vision formed. Now he saw other chosen ones across different eras. Some were young, some were old. Some stood in ceremony. Others sat in meditation. Their spirits rose like gentle flames and joined the golden light above them. None of them vanished. Their presence grew larger and more peaceful as they rose. Their voices joined in harmony, creating a calm chorus of purpose. The presence spoke. You will join them. Your voice will become part of this harmony. Your spirit will remain aware. You will listen. You will guide. Aaron took a slow breath. His chest glowed with warm light. His mind felt open and steady. He knew he was ready for whatever came next. The golden field shifted again. This time, Aaron saw a long silver path stretching across the sky. It gleamed with golden threads. At the end of the path waited a bright sphere of calm radiance. It pulsed like a slow heartbeat. The presence stepped aside and spoke with deep warmth. Walk the path of joining. When you reach the light, your spirit will be welcomed. Your journey will find its purpose. Aaron looked down at the silver path. It felt familiar, almost like a memory he could not place. He stepped forward. The floor felt warm and steady beneath his feet. The golden field around him remained silent and peaceful. The presence watched him with calm acceptance. Each step Aaron took felt lighter. His body no longer felt heavy. His thoughts drifted like soft clouds. The light at the end of the path grew brighter, yet never harsh. It called him gently. It welcomed him. When Aaron reached the edge of the glowing sphere, he placed one hand upon it. It felt warm, like sunlight resting on a calm morning. It pulsed with gentle energy. The voice of the presence echoed one last time. Peace to you. Aaron, step forward and join the harmony. Your spirit will guide those who search for light. Aaron took a slow breath and stepped into the glow. Warmth wrapped around him in a soft embrace. His heart filled with calm certainty. His spirit rose gently, like a flame carried upward by a warm breeze. He felt no fear. He felt only peace and purpose. His communion had begun. Warmth surrounded Aaron the moment he stepped fully into the glowing sphere. It felt like sunlight touching every part of him. Not sharp, not overwhelming, just steady and peaceful. The light flowed around him in smooth waves, rising and falling like a slow breath. For a moment, he could not see the chamber or the silver path behind him. There was only light.com/golden. Endless. Aaron felt his heartbeat slow into a quiet, steady rhythm. His mind relaxed. His thoughts softened and spread out like gentle ripples across still water. He felt no weight on his shoulders now. No tension in his chest. He felt light, almost as if he were floating in warm air. A soft tone echoed through the space. It sounded like distant chimes carried by a breeze. Then another tone followed, and another, forming a set of peaceful notes. The tones layered in gentle harmony, filling the light around him. Aaron realized he was hearing the voices of other spirits who had walked this path long before him. Their presence was calm and welcoming. Aaron opened his eyes within the glow. The light shifted and formed a wide open sky, bright with soft gold and silver threads. The ground beneath him changed into a smooth surface that felt familiar, though he could not see its edges. It felt like walking on warm light. Shapes began to appear in the distance. They were not solid figures but gentle forms made of glowing outlines. They moved slowly, like steady lights drifting through a peaceful night. As they came closer, Aaron felt no fear. These forms carried calm energy. They were the spirits of those who had joined the Emperor's light before him. Their presence was warm and supportive. One moved toward Aaron. Its glow brightened softly. The voice that rose from it sounded kind and steady. "Welcome, Aaron. You walk the same path we walked. You rise with calm purpose. Will you greet you with peace?" Aaron bowed his head slightly. He felt grateful. He felt honored. He asked the glowing form if he was ready to join them. The form responded with warm light. "You are ready. Your spirit carries harmony. You will add strength to the great beacon. You will help guide those who travel through the dark. You will bring comfort to minds that search for peace." Aaron felt a soft wave of warmth spread across his chest. The glowing forms drifted around him in slow circles. Their light intertwined with his, forming gentle patterns that spiraled upward. Aaron sensed their thoughts and feelings flowing through him. He felt trust. He felt kindness. He felt unity. There was no fear in these spirits. Only purpose. The golden sky above them began to open. A wide stream of light descended from it. The stream flowed like a calm river of radiance. The spirits around Aaron drifted toward it. They rose lightly, as if moved by a peaceful current. Aaron followed them. His steps were soft. His body felt weightless. As he moved into the stream of light, a new warmth filled him. It was deeper than anything he had felt in the earlier chambers. It was like the embrace of a great sunrise. The presence of the Emperor's light rose within the radiance, not as a voice this time but as a gentle understanding that touched Aaron's mind and spirit. The message was clear. You are part of the harmony now. You will help carry the light across the stars. Aaron felt his spirit rising. He felt every calm memory he carried unfolding like soft petals in warm sunlight. He saw his district again, the small streets and familiar faces. He saw the simple acts of kindness that shaped him. He did not feel sadness at leaving those moments behind. Instead, he felt gratitude for them. They had prepared his spirit for this purpose. The stream of light lifted him higher. The golden shapes around him grew brighter. The spirits who had welcomed him drifted upward as well. Together they moved toward a great center of calm radiance that expanded like a glowing heart. The closer Aaron came, the more he felt a deep sense of belonging. It was as if he had finally reached the place his spirit had always been quietly searching for. When he reached the center, the light surrounded him completely. It carried voices in soft harmony. They were not separate voices anymore. They formed one calm chorus. Aaron understood that the chosen ones shared their awareness here, not losing themselves but connecting in peaceful unity. Aaron felt his spirit stretch gently and merge with the warmth. He did not fade. He did not disappear. Instead, he felt more present than ever. His thoughts grew clear and bright. His senses extended outward. He felt the pulse of the Astronomicon, the great guiding beacon of the Imperium. It felt like a steady flame, fueled by countless peaceful spirits. Each spirit added strength. Each spirit added clarity. Aaron realized he was now one of them. His voice joined their harmony. His calm thoughts became part of the great light. He felt the beacon reach across distant stars, guiding ships on long journeys. He sensed travelers who looked to the light for direction. He sensed minds seeking comfort and received soft reassurance through the radiance he now helped to sustain. The Emperor's presence remained at the center of it all, a silent source of infinite patience and strength. Aaron felt a steady connection to that presence. It was not a voice or a command. It was a warm understanding that guided every spirit gently. Time felt different here. It did not pass like it did in the physical world. It flowed in slow waves, calm and steady. Aaron felt no need to count it. His purpose was constant. His spirit felt complete. Yet even as he rose into the harmony, he became aware of something new. The light allowed him to look outward, toward the world he had come from. He saw Terra from afar, shining under the sunlight. He saw the palace where he began his journey. He saw attendants guiding new chosen ones with gentle care. He saw his home district, peaceful and steady. Every part of the world glowed with quiet life. Aaron felt a warm connection to these places. He understood that, even though he now existed as part of the Astronomicon's light, he would continue to watch over the people he had known and the places he had walked. His spirit would help guide travelers. It would bring comfort to those who feared the dark. It would help carry hope across the great distances of space. The harmony around him swelled gently, as if welcoming him again. Aaron's light merged more deeply into the great radiance. The Emperor's presence remained at the heart of it, steady and calm. Aaron felt himself rise into complete peace. There was no fear. There was no confusion. There was only purpose, clarity, and warm light. His journey from terror to the Chamber of Communion had led him here. His spirit now lived within the harmony that guided humanity across the stars. His sacrifice was not loss. It was joining. It was rising. It was becoming part of the Emperor's light.